So my name is Francisco Ramirez. I go by Frankie. I'm a member of the Mechoopda Indian Tribe. This is my first year as the Stewardship Crew Supervisor. Luckily, I've gained the opportunity. And my message for today is just to invite people to come out and see what this is all about, you know? There's a huge need for personnel on these fire lines, not only within the suppression side, but within the private side. You know, PBA is a huge facilitator of that, and I'm glad to be I'm privileged to be a part of it, you know. So like I said, I want to extend that olive branch to anybody out there that has that need, that yearning sensation to come out here and be a part of something that's not only beneficial to the environment, but, you know, to us as people. You know, there's a cultural need that this is fulfilling, and I just hope that everyone gets that pleasure, that itch scratched, you know. I myself, being an Indigenous man, have had that separation of fire, and I'm really privileged to be able to enjoy it again, you know. With the Maidu people, we're broken up into various groups or bands, tribes. They got Moortown, Enterprise. I myself am part of the Mechoopda Indian Tribe, and we tend to come from the Big Chico Creek, Butte Creek watersheds. And each watershed, even though it might be within the general Chico area, we weren't divided into subsets. It was all Maidu, all Mechoopda. You know, we were all connected, and we all came together for various reasons, whether that be cultural, like ceremony, or in times of want and need, you know, to protect ourselves, protect each other. Yeah, we all stayed together. We have some examples of native traditional speakers speaking, but other tribes haven't been as lucky, you know. For us, it all stems from Chico State coming out and interviewing people. Luckily, we have retained those on wax cylinders, and just those have been retained over years. But yeah, those do stem from our family, and it's very rare that stuff like that happens, especially in California, especially the native population being impacted by flu, disease, and the gold rush, you know, kind of devastated us. My grandparents, my great-grandparents, they didn't speak it fluently, but it wasn't something that was openly shared. It was very closed doors, protected, because it was looked down upon. Nowadays, it's a lot more open and a lot more embraced. So the language is coming back. And luckily, we've had the opportunity to gain the language from native speakers on those wax cylinders, but we can't say that for other tribes and native communities. So my tribe has been affected by Native American boarding schools. My great-great-grandparents were sent off, were removed from their homes. It was all too common practice in those times, even into the 19th century. In our area, on the village sites that my great-grandparents were raised on, they were removed from their families as well. So it is something that has heavily impacted our family. My family, for instance, still to this day, send our younger children to Sherman Indian Boarding School, which was at one time one of those boarding schools. So it's still an occurring thing today. Maybe not to the extent that my grandparents were affected by it, but you know, it's still happening to this day. So, you know, something that we would love to highlight and bring more attention to.